Montreal's Bell Center is hallowed ground for the UFC welterweight division.
This building is as loud as any in mixed martial arts, especially when GSP is fighting.
The most dominant champion in the history of the UFC's welterweight division.
For the MMA leader, the lineage of the 170-pound title will add another Canadian chapter at UFC 315.
Bully's here, Bully's ready to fight. I'm the real dude right now. I'm the hype in the division.
When newly crowned champion Belal Muhammad
Belal's on fire right now. He's absolutely ragdolling the champion.
looks to carve out a legacy of his own.
Now the world knows it, the world sees it. They gotta start respecting it.
In his first title defense against hardened contender Jack Della Maddalena.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's it.
That'll do it.
Della Maddalena is something special.
Riding a 17-fight win streak.
Oh, big knee for Della Maddalena.
That's it. That's it. What a huge moment for Jack Della Maddalena.
The Australian has earned his first title shot.
Della Maddalena emptying the tank here.
And will stop at nothing to etch his name in the Hall of Champions.
I'm coming in guns blazing.
Oh. Della Maddalena rips to the body.
Get the finish and I'll become the champion.
It's over. Della Maddalena, the real deal.
Once he gets in there, he's going to realize that there's levels to this, and I'm going to just drown him.
Oh, massive right now from Muhammad. Oh, that'll do it. Oh, Muhammad.
Yeah, Jack Della Maddalena aims to bring a second UFC belt to Australia within the space of a month. As we take a look at some of his best finishes in our Musashi top 5. Zach, what impresses you most about the boy from Perth?
For me, I just love the way Jack boxes. I think he's an out-and-out boxer, and I love the way he mixes up his stance. But for me, I love when he's behind and he's fighting in his orthodox sort of stance, and he's behind his left jab. I feel his left jab's just so snappy, and
so good.
You look at that in comparison, with Volk. That's what won Volk his last fight, I feel, and I mean, being able to watch Jack and him train, I just love the way he goes about it. Like, his boxing stance is unreal.
Unbelievable. Rob?
Honestly, so he's so good at controlling that mid-range, but up until, I always thought his skill set was really good. Okay? Yep. He can grapple, he showed that, he can wrestle, he can box with the best of them. His distancing is quite remarkable because he uses that mid-range to close the distance and just box up people. But what really surprised me is what really brought my awareness to how good Jack is that fight he had, his last fight against Gilbert Burns. Okay, he was under adversity almost the entire fight. Okay, yet late in the third round, he comes in with a kill shot, which wins him the fight, finishes Burns, which is a very hard dude to finish, right?
It is,
yeah. It's, you know what that shows me though, why I brought it so much attention to Jack for me, is because he's got that mentality of fight until the last bell, which is so rare in a lot of fighters. He was losing that fight, yet he fought through adversity with a broken arm to come back and steal the win via finish in round 3. That is super remarkable for me, which lends itself to me when he fights Belal, because Belal's looking unreal right now. But honestly, if Jack just stays patient for 25 minutes, we know that Jack can pull out a win at any moment, at any round. So if he stays patient and utilises his distance, gets taken down, doesn't get taken down, doesn't matter. If he stays patient, looking for those moments to capitalise, they'll appear, he'll take them, and he'll win.
You know what, I might ask Jack about this in just a moment, but I'll go to you first on this, Rob. What would Jack be feeling right now? I want you to cast your mind back, UFC 213, right? What was it like for you? You were the first Aussie to be fighting for a title. You got the weight of the country on your shoulders. As we take a look at our Turning Point presented by Ashley and Martin Medical Hair Centres, this was the moment that changed everything for Australia. Rob, what was this like for you?
Yeah, it was... how do I explain it? Obviously, fight week, there's a lot more media, a lot of people are curious and they want to talk to you. Everyone wants to talk to you. But honestly, it was just another fight.
Really?
And I'm sure Jack's going to feel much the same. It's just another fight. You warm up the same way. There are subtle differences that make it feel much different than it really is, which is you don't leave early now, you leave the last. You got your own car going into the arena, you got your own dressing room in the back. So there's a lot of things like that, little things that make a pretty big difference when with the overall feeling of a title fight. But once you're in there, once that door shuts, once you lock in with your opponent, once the fight starts, you're on that roller coaster. It's honestly like any other fight.
Zac, what about for you? When you go into, let's say, your Origin debut last year, how different did that feel when you've got all the pressure of the state upon your shoulders? Does it feel different to running out for the Dragons or Paramount?
Mate, I wouldn't say I definitely agree with Rob in the sense that it's another game.
Sure.
The expectation probably is heightened, obviously, and the crowd, the atmosphere. But for me, where I get my confidence from is absolutely my preparation, and being able to watch Jack how he goes about his ways too. He's been rubbing shoulders with obviously the likes of Rob, the likes of Volk, and he knows what it takes to win. He's seen it firsthand, watching these guys, and the way that he goes about his business, he's got the best training with him. He works so hard, and that's the thing that I love about him is his will to win, and as Rob said, he just goes to the end, right until the last bell, and I've got no doubt that he's going to go out there and put in a good performance, and I'm so confident that he's going to bring the title home for us.
Rob, you're a pioneer. You're the first man to do it. Do you have any advice for Jack, who's looking to become the third champ?
Oh, mate, you know what to do. You know what to do, Jack. You fought before. It's just another fight. He's another human like anybody else, like any of the others you've stopped before. Just get in there and have fun with it, mate.
Great advice from Australia's first ever UFC champion. It's interesting, a tactical matchup between the two of them. The grappling will obviously be very key in this fight. We saw that vision of Jack sleeping Craig Jones. I want you guys to take a look at this. What did you guys think when you saw this? Is this real from Craig here, do you think?
It is. Yeah. I read the comments, and Craig commented on it.
What did he say?
And I've got to say, he's a funny guy when he's not doing weird stuff. He said, "I wish this was a joke, but the joke is me." That was a great comment, eh?
Mate, and I guess you know yourself, Rob, and the way that Craig, he's obviously unbelievable and on the floor, and it just shows what Jack can do as well.
Yeah.
He's got. I wouldn't say he has. It's a whole heap of pressure that he's got. It's he'd be going to this with so much confidence, and I mean Belal's obviously a fighter. He doesn't take a whole heap of risk, but that can almost work in Jack's favour too. I don't think Belal's been taken down in what the last sort of 18, 19 fights or whatever it is. Sorry, I think he's been taken down 3 or 4 times in those amount of fights. But Jack's got everything up in his arsenal, I feel, and I'm super confident.
Well, he's certainly a multi-talented athlete. And speaking of crossover athletes, take a look at this. He's actually a former rugby union player. How do you rate this, Zac? First try, bang.
Wow.
Played rugby union at school. Your thoughts?
That's a great pill. Yeah, that's impressive. Volk would have been furious with that too, because he obviously played a fair bit.
Yeah, he did.
That's his thing.
What would you play? What would you play if you come over and you played?
Oh, you did play, didn't you?
Lock. Yeah, I grew up playing football. That was when I was a kid. That was my dream. I wanted to be a football player.